Yes, welcome back. Let's read the next one. That's the big Giga press making the Tesla Model I in one piece. So I like to read about it. No, they press the car body in just one piece. The Tesla Model I.
Giga press. Coordinates 37.4975 degree N121.946 degree W. Giga press die casting machine #2 at Tesla factory, Fremont. 2020 classification high pressure die casting, HPDC, industry metal casting application car chassis production dimensions 19.5 m 5.9 m 5.3 m 64 by 19 by 17 feet weight 410 430 tons 900,000 950,000 pound fuel source electric powered 2132 km 1. 490 kilowatts motors, 2. Invented / 2018 examples 12 plus, Tesla, Inc. 1. Glovertech. Model OL9000 CS, IDRA. OL6100 CS, IDRA. DCC 6000, LK. The Giga Press program is a series of aluminium die casting machines manufactured for Tesla, initially by IDRA Group in Italy. IDRA presses were the largest high-pressure die casting machines in production as of 2020, with a clamping force of 55,000 to 61,000 kilonewtons, 5,600 to 6,200 TF. 3. Each machine weighs 430 tons, 900,000 950,000 pound. 2. 3. Base specification Giga press machines were included in IDRA's catalog in 2018. 4. Tesla began using a custom OL6100 CS Giga press in late 2020 for the production of chassis parts for the Tesla Model Y. 5. Shots of molten aluminium weighing 80 kilograms, 180 pound, are injected into the cold chamber casting mold with a velocity of 10 meters per second, 22 miles per hour, 36 kilometers per hour. 6. The cycle time is 80-90 seconds. 2. Allowing an initial output rate of 40-45 completed castings per hour, or 1,000 castings per day. Operation. Die casting works by forcing molten metal alloy inside a reusable mold, then opening the mold to remove the finished piece after it cools and solidifies. The opened mold is cooled to 185 degrees Celsius. 365 degrees Fahrenheit, and cleaned by robots, and fresh molten aluminium is prepared for next cycle to begin 1-2 minutes after the first cycle. Each fresh casting is trimmed to approximate size, measured, checked for imperfections, and sent for CNC machining to finished size. 7. Ingots and offcuts of aluminium are melted in a natural gas-powered melting oven operating at 850 degrees Celsius, 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit, until liquid. Slag in the form of aluminium oxide is mechanically removed from the surface, and the rest of the liquid metal is pumped through heated pipes to an enclosed warming oven operating at 750-850 degrees Celsius. 1,400-1,600 degrees Fahrenheit, heated using 400 kilowatts. 0.4 MW, booth electrical power. To prevent the formation of oxides, a tank blanket of nitrogen gas covers the molten aluminium, which is circulated to maintain an even temperature. Argon gas and a rotary degasser are reused to remove impurities, with a silicon carbide filter removing most other particles larger than 25 micrometers. 1 Dow. 7. At the beginning of each casting cycle, robots spray 35 milliliters, 1.2 mfl ounce, 1.2 USFL ounce, of soybean oil in a thin layer inside each half of the mold to allow separation. The mold is closed, and a low vacuum of 50 millibars, 50 HPA, created by pumping the air out. A precise amount of molten metal is pumped from the Giga press in closed position during casting and after removal of previous casting, and in open position for a bow removal of casting and cleaning. Holding oven into the casting chamber at 750 degrees Celsius, 1400 degrees Fahrenheit, and forced into the mold using a high-speed plunger with an additional 8 milliliters, 0.28 mfl ounce, 0.27 USFL ounce, of lubricant. The mold is opened, and thaw casting removed at 400 degrees Celsius, 750 degrees Fahrenheit. A robot reaches in and removes the casting, placing it in a quenching tank to reduce the temperature from 400 to 50 degrees Celsius, 750 to 120 degrees Fahrenheit. A mechanical trim press cuts the approximate edges, recycling excess aluminium into the melting oven. The remaining useful part of the casting is X-rayed to check its internal structure, trimmed by laser, drilled for fittings, and then computer measured for precision. 7. Die structure. Tesla's Model Y rear casting dies have 4 known visible parts. SAG Smiley 8, 9. 2 large classic main-facing dies, oriented vertically with injection from the bottom of Theme Mobile 1. 2 smaller side wedging dies, moving in for injection and out for removal. The front casting suggests an identical die layout, with a possible 5th wedging die underneath. Process, 4th front-facing, car, crash rail mount. 10. Metal alloy. Sandy Munro analyzed a Model 3 casting in 2021 and reported that the casting aluminium alloy used in the large Tesla chassis parts is primarily an aluminium 89.5% silicon 8.5% mix, plus several other trace elements, falling within the categorization of Aluminium Association Alloy AA386. Analyzed alloy composition of Tesla Model Y mega casting. 11. Element name percentage: aluminium 89.482%, silicon 8.525%, Cu copper 0.790%, Mn manganese 0.455%, Fe iron 0.277%, Mg magnesium 0.075%, Zn zinc 0.020%, V vanadium 0.015%, T titanium 0.013%, nickel 0.009%, Zr zirconium 0.005%, Pb lead 0.004%, Sb antimony 0.000%. Components. Vacuum inside the closed mold is achieved using a 4,000-liter tank made by Fonderex in Switzerland. 12. Molten metal is pumped through heated pipes, and rotary degassing is performed to reduce porosity. 13. Steps and machinery involved: stricomelter melting and holding furnace, 850 degrees Celsius, 1560 degrees Fahrenheit. Holding oven, 750 850 degrees Celsius, 1380 1560 degrees Fahrenheit. Giga press, DCM die casting machine. Quench oil tank. Mechanical trim press. X-ray machine, porosity check. Laser trim. Drill and tap, machining. Laser scanning, coordinate measuring machine, CMM. Fastener insertion. Scrap metal shredder, immediate closed loop recycling of aluminium offcuts. Vacuum system. Internals of second Tesla customized Hydra OL 6100 CS Giga press, with gap for die casting molds, between platens and moving compression toggles. History. Tisla. In 2019, Jerome Gillen indicated that Tisla Automation were working on a giant machine to make full-size cars in the same way that toy cars are made. 14. With our giant casting machines, we're literally trying to make full-size cars in the same way that toy cars are made. Elon Musk. The 18th of January, 2021, 15. In April 2020, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said that Tesla had purchased the two biggest casting machines in the world to cast Tesla Model Y rear chassis and crash rails. 16. 17. In January 2021, Musk announced that the rear chassis of the Tesla Cybertruck would be produced using a Nova 8,000 ton force, 80,000 kN, casting machine. 18. By October 2021, Tesla had 5 casting machines installed at Giga Shanghai, 2 machines installed at Tesla factory in Fremont, 2 machines installed at Giga Berlin, and 2 machines going into Giga Texas, plus foundations in preparation for many additional Giga press machines. During May/June 2022, Hydra were assembling a 9,000 tons force, 88,000 kN, Giga press. 19. Fremont. In June 2020, permits for foundations to support the Giga press at Fremont were issued. F1, F2. At the end of July 2020, Tesla filed permit applications for construction work in preparation for die casting machine #2, DCM2, at Fremont. F3, F4. By early August 2020, the casting cell and first Giga press were substantially complete. 20. Permits for the testing laboratory were filed during August 2020. F5. Located at 37.4975 degree N 121.946 degree W. Compression plates of OL 9000 CS, 9,000 ton times force, Giga press photographed in Italy during Hydra Open House Tour, 2022. Robot immediately after removing completed Tesla Model Y rear mega casting from die casting machine #1, DCM1, at Tesla factory in September 2020. During September 2020, DCM1 started producing trial runs. 21. And DCM2 had been installed. 21. On the 11th of March 2021, one of the Fremont presses suffered a fire caused by molten aluminium igniting hydraulic fluid. No injuries were reported. 22. Germany. As of July 2020, plans for Giga Berlin included 86,100 ton force, 60,000 kN, die casting machines. 23. 24. Located at 52.397 degree N 13.793 degree E. European Model Y cars have front and rear cast chassis sections. 25. The first 2 European Giga press machines were planned to be delivered to Giga Berlin by the start of 2021. 12. Shanghai. Unloading a compression platen, bottom left, at Giga Shanghai, July 2020. By October 2020, 3 locally made LK machinery Impress Plus DCC 6000 machines were undergoing assembly for Model Y production. 26. Located at 30.872 degree N 121.772 degree E. As of October 2021, 5 machines were available. 27. Texas. For Tesla Model Y car production at Giga Texas beginning in 2022, Tesla began to deploy a single-piece front in addition to the existing single-piece rear casting. 28. During the night of 18/19 January 2021, Concrete foundations for 3 Giga press machines were poured at the Giga Texas factory location near Austin, Texas. 29, 30, 30.22 degree N 97.617 degree W. On the 21st of January, 2021, the first Giga press components started to arrive on site. 31, 32, 33. As of the 2nd of February, 2021, all major components of the first